Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football post-game show. Excuse me. The Minnesota Vikings beat the Washington Redskins 19-9 tonight at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And this was a huge win for the Vikings tonight. The screen game was great, and they really took care of the ball tonight. And their football time of possession was 36 minutes to 23 minutes, which was the Redskins' time of possession in the game tonight. The Vikings were playing a not-so-good team tonight, and they decided to air out this game. And they just paced themselves, and now they have a 10-day stretch to practice really hard and get ready for the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 9. But Kirk Cousins really had a great game tonight, and Stefon Diggs had a great game tonight as well. And the Vikings just played good defense. Although they had two field goals and actually 3 field goals. Excuse me. Yeah, 4 field goals and 1 touchdown. They had 1 touchdown, so it was a pretty good night for them tonight. And although it was a low-scoring affair, but the defense, the Vikings defense had 4 sacks and 2 takeaways in this game tonight. And it was a low-scoring game, but a great night for the Vikings as they get the win and they go to 6-2 on the season. And I just feel the Vikings just really had the. I thought it wasn't a blowout like I thought it was going to be. I thought the Vikings were going to have the Redskins number, but they didn't. But it was a 10-point win for them, and they played a great game, and they just outplayed the Redskins by far tonight. And I have to give credit to where credit is due. For the Redskins, this was not a good night for them because they fumbled. They fumbled in the first quarter, and then they intercepted the ball in the third, and they were not really putting the pressure on Minnesota, and they were just giving Minnesota too much room to run. But they had 3 field goals. They had 3 of them. They had 3 field goals tonight. But it was not enough as the Redskins lose 19-9, and they fall to 1-7 in the season. Now the Redskins will have to regroup and look at and fix their mistakes they made in tonight's game, as they have the Buffalo Bills coming up in Week 9, and Adrian Peterson now ties Tom Brady on the third of all-time passing rush yards. He now ties him on that, and I think that's great. And I just feel that the Redskins, they're struggling right now, and I feel they just did not. I felt that they weren't focused, but they did play a good game. And Case Keenum went out with a concussion, but I think their coach said that they will start he will start despite the concussion when they play the Bills in Week 9. So I think Case Keenum will be good to go. But Dwayne Haskins came in and finished out the game, and he did very well tonight. And he did all right tonight. He didn't do the greatest, but he did all right. So, but I got to give it to the Vikings that really prevailed in this game tonight, and you got to give credit to where credit is due. So it's now time to give out some game balls tonight, and I got to give them to the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 23 of 26 carries and attempts, 285 yards. Stefon Diggs, 7 receptions, 143 yards. Dalvin Cook, 23 carries, 98 yards, and one TD. He scored the 1 touchdown tonight. And Alexander Mattison, 13 carries, 61 yards. And those are the 4 guys that get the game balls tonight. And we have a great Thursday night game for you next week. The 49ers and the Cardinals. So. And that will be in Arizona next week at University of Phoenix Stadium. My brother-in-law and I both took the Vikings, and we both won, so we started at 1-0. And we got some great football action coming up for you Sunday, with it being Week 8 and halfway through the season. The Detroit Lions will take on the New York Giants at Ford Field in Detroit. The Tennessee Titans will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at LP Field in Tennessee. The Chicago Bears will take on the LA Chargers, Soldier Field in Chicago. The Seattle Seahawks will take on the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The Jacksonville Jaguars will take on the New York Jets at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The LA Rams will take on, before that one, the Buffalo Bills will take on the Philadelphia Eagles at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo. The LA Rams will take on the Cincinnati Bengals, the winless Cincinnati Bengals, at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The New Orleans Saints will take on the Arizona Cardinals at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The Houston Texans will take on the Oakland Raiders at NRG Stadium in Houston. The San Francisco 49ers will take on the Carolina Panthers at Levi Stadium in San Francisco. The Indianapolis Colts will play the Denver Broncos at Lucas Oil Stadium in Denver. And the Cleveland Browns will take on the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium in New England. And I think that's going to be the big upset of the week. I think the Browns are going to beat the Patriots in this game. And I really think that because they do not want to go to 2-5, and Baker Mayfield really wants to win this one. And Sunday Night Football, the Green Bay Packers will take on the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And Monday Night Football, the Pittsburgh Steelers will take on the Miami Dolphins at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. So those are the games coming up for you this weekend, and on Sunday night and Monday night, and Week 8 of the 2019 NFL regular season. So with that, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football pregame show. I'll be back with the Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday early game show, and the pregame show, and the postgame show, early games postgame show, late game pregame show, then the late game postgame show, Sunday Night Football pregame show, and then Sunday Night Football postgame show, and then Monday Night Football pregame postgame. But I'll be back with the early game pregame first. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.